millions.
America still end of opportunity, but the opportunity only for those ones who gonna come down to work, to build, to contribute, to provide services, then get the retribution.
This is where Bella provides his extraordinary service, the gym. He produces champions. And you can credit his work ethic, or credit his understanding of the sport, credit his compassion, or just listen to the credit he earns.
But he's also one of the best motivators I've ever seen. He'll get you in a competition, you know, and he'll start massaging your shoulders, and he's going, "Can you do it? Yes, you can do it." And, you know, he just puts this fire inside of you that just really gives you the confidence to say, yeah, I can do it. If Bella thinks I can do it, I can do it.
And his pupils know when you do it, you get what only Bella can give.
That business study, all right. My heart is just up and blowing, you know, from the happiness. The same I'm sharing the sourness of the defeat along with them. And I don't like it. I hate it. I'm a bad loser. But with all these things together, I have to tell, you know, I'm part of that performance. And I feel it, and I don't want to hide it.
Some people, they don't like his enthusiasm and how he's really pushy like other coaches, because he seems to always produce the best gymnasts and they get jealous of him.
I honestly believe Bella's probably the greatest coach in the world. I mean, anyone who can produce Nadia Comaneci, Mary Lou Retton, Phoebe Mills, the kids that he's produced, let's give him credit. The only thing I think we all get tired of is the amount of media that's generated, even in times when he's not on top.
I challenge the whole athletic community in gymnastics, in women's gymnastics in this country. And the ones who wanted to take it, they came along, and they produced good gymnasts, and they produced good athletes, and they took it further and further our gymnastic program. The ones who've been raising hell, they gone with the wind.
Many of his serious critics are gone to the wind, while this giant of gymnastics rides on. And tall in the saddle indeed, his impact on gymnastics in the United States, profound. No one in the history of this sport has accomplished what this man has done. And his champion list continues. The current national champion, Kim Zmeskal. As you can see, only 15, a native of Houston, born and raised here. And she's off to a torrid start after 2 of the 4 rotations. Let's go back to the beam and Maria Daisy Nicolita's score, 9.90. The beam has long been a strength of the Romanians. They won 4 straight Olympic individual events, and Nicolita strong today. Now it's Zmeskal on the beam.
Well, this event is what we call the psych event, and that's because this event can make or break a team and make or break an individual. Kim's big skill coming up is a back handspring into a back layout, back layout. It's the same skill you see most of the gymnasts performing here. Setting up here for a move, a back tuck swing down. She's had some problems with in the past. That was the best I've ever seen Kim do that move. Right over the top. Good transition. She's setting up here for a double back dismount. She's had an incredible routine so far, and she looks like our leader thus far.
Kim Zmeskal, a little hop on the landing, but solid indeed. The Karoli kid, Kim Zmeskal.
Updating you on some scores on floor exercise. Shelly Stack for the United States.
Here's that flip-flop into a back layout, back layout. Notice how over the top she is. Hips perfectly straight.
The leader going into that 3rd rotation, and the score for Zmeskal we'll give to you, but it would appear she'll stay in the top spot. thinking about the Olympics since the day she started gymnastics at age 6. 9.933. That is the best score for any of the competitors on the beam, including the top Romanians, and that will keep her in first place with only the floor exercise to go, and that is her top event. And Mary Lou Retton, the honorary USA captain here today, involved in the congratulations after that beam effort. And now for the Romanians on the floor, Christina. No, it is not Christina. This is Popa, Eugenia Popa. She's wearing a wrap to protect a calf muscle injury.
Watch this first tumbling move. It's a double back right into immediate punch front. Something different you don't usually see. Double twist right into another punch front. Well done. Double tuck back. That is a good, solid performance to contribute to their team standing.
Eugenia Popa, she's 17, from a talented athletic family in Bucharest.
This is a beautiful pass to watch. It's a layout backflip with a double twist right into immediate punch front. And it's nice to see a different tumbling pass right there.
Her 19-year-old sister is an aspiring Olympian in shooting. One sister is a sprinter in track, and another an outstanding volleyball player. Eugenia Popa. And next up for Romania, Gabriela Agati, 15 years old, and one of the very promising young Romanians.
And this is a crucial event for the Romanians. Like I said, they've got a hit here. That was a beautiful round-off flip-flop mount into immediate layout backflip. A little bottle ball on the end, which will cost her a few tenths. But because of the difficulty, that will be taken into consideration. The next move she must hit is a round-off pike back. Great. The Romanians as a team have always been very solid on this event. The only thing left here for her to do is to stick her double tuck.
Gabriela Agaki, promising junior. Following in the tradition, Nadia Comaneci won the gold medal in the Olympics in 76 and 80, and then Pauka and Szabo shared it in 84 against your team, Julianne, and then again a win in 88 in Seoul. With U.S. Olympians, Julianne McNamara and Tim Daggett. This is Dick Enberg, and there's Gabriela Agaki's score. Continued strength in the beam right through the ranks of the Romanian team. And next up on the beam for the United States, 14-year-old Shannon Miller from Edmond, Oklahoma, the daughter of Central State of Oklahoma physics professor in Edmond. She's an 8th grade honors student.
Shannon Miller's beam routine is world-class all the way. Her routine is packed with difficulty. She'll start off with a move, a back extension into a flip-flop layout, a very unique skill. Right here. Beautiful. Shannon's only actually just turned 14 years old. Last year was her first year on the senior national team. She's setting up for another difficult move here. Flip-flop, layout into an immediate flip-flop, a change from what you usually see right there. She is incredible on this event.
That's only 4 inches wide, that beam. She treats it as if it's the freeway going from Houston to Texas, to Dallas.
She has the most difficult beam routine in this competition, and one of the most in the world. She's going to set up here for her dismount, which is a full twisting double back off the beam. She was the first American gymnast to compete this dismount. Beautiful job.
Coached by Steve Nuno, a Caroli disciple with the Dynamo Gymnastics in Oklahoma City, Shannon Miller.
The dismount that she performs is so difficult. Most gymnasts do a double back. She adds a full twist on the first flip.
Score for Kim Kelly on the Miller exercise.
Right there, full twist into a double back. One step on the landing, but you've got to take that into consideration on such a difficult dismount.
Look at those dimples. 66-pound gymnastic pencil, Shannon Miller. While we wait for Shannon's score, let's go down to Tim Daggett.
Well, thank you, Dick. I'm here with one of the most famous gymnasts in the history, Mary Lou Retton. Mary Lou, these girls, they're so tiny, they're so little. How do they compare to the team in 1984?
I think this is one of the strongest teams that we've had since 1984. Depth, I mean, they're young, they're strong, they're explosive, powerful. This is a close competition. Whew.
I tell you, 6 years, Mary Lou, 6 years since we've won our gold medal. You watch these little girls, does it make you feel just a little bit old?
Oh, Tim, it makes you feel like a grandmother. I mean, I thought I was little. These girls are tiny, and they're so strong. I'm real happy with them.
Thank you very much, Mary Lou. Back to Dick.
And the cheering in the background for Shannon Miller. That's the top score of this event thus far, 9.95. She takes the lead in the balance beam with only the #1 Cristina Bontaș of Romania to go. We'll be back after these words from your local station. We're waiting live for Cristina Bontaș, Romania's #1 on the beam. The level of competition has been world-class, and ironically, Bontaș with the only major error thus far.
Well, her problems began on a Ginger release move. She went into another release move, and she just peeled off the bars.
And that may have cost her any chance for the top 3 positions in the individual competition, but fighting now for the Romanian team. She is the last to compete on the balance beam. The best score thus far by Shannon Miller of the United States, 9.95. Bontaș, this is her strength.
And watch this mount, a round-off flip-flop mount into immediate flip-flop, layout. Great. That is so difficult, and that is what we used to see a lot of. Difficult mounts, tumbling out of the mounts. We don't see a lot of that anymore. She's got a difficult move coming up, back handspring into a pike back. And I know she's up there fighting for every 10th of a point. So far, she's doing a very smooth and solid beam routine.
Same hometown as Comenici, Onesti. Naturally, her idol is Nadia, has coached her.
She's going to set up for a round-off flip-flop double back dismount. And Cristina is out of the individual race, but the name of the game here is the team. And she's going to fight for every 10th, fight for that landing. routine, she had a couple of breaks, which should cost a couple of tenths.
It's interesting that if you look at that mount, which she started with a tremendous strength, didn't she?
This is such a difficult mount. She goes giant flip-flop on a